Real quick, while we got a little downtime, don't forget we need everybody off of that front fence, especially during green flag. Any kind of green flag, off of that front fence. We don't want you to be hit or damaged or injured or blocking our other people's views. At the end of the night or whenever you get a chance, we got plenty of trash receptacles. Please throw your trash away, not on the ground. That helps us throughout the week. And if you rented a chair from us tonight, please take that back to where you rented it from. Once again, that helps us save some time and energy, and we can put that into making a racetrack a better place instead of picking that stuff up. Thanks for being here at Heart of Texas Speedway on a nice, warm Friday night. Full moon, Friday the 13th. We'll see what happens. Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series, the Boss Sprints. Looks like they're lining up for some hot laps right now. I see Raymond McSpadden in his stock car. Last week's stock car winner. Very first win ever for Raymond McSpadden. So rolling out on the track right now are the sprint cars, so keep an eye on them. All right. Get two more sprint cars pushed off, and then we will get started. As always, here at Heart of Texas Speedway, we want to start out by thanking and honoring our vets. If you've ever served in the military, stand up. I don't care what branch it was. Stand up. Let us thank you. Let us acknowledge you, past, present. Because of you, fine men and women, we get to enjoy the freedoms that we have. Any of the frontline workers, those that serve in a tow truck, ambulance, EMS, fire department, police, stand up. We want to thank you. You protect us every day out here on these crazy streets, day in and day out. Take a quick moment of silence. We want to acknowledge the prisoners of war, the missing in action that never made it back. Those families that never got that closure that they deserve. We know that we would not be where we are without your sacrifices from the prisoners of war or in the missing in action. And now we'll have, if you'll stand, rise to your feet, remove your hats. Pastor Jim will open us up in a prayer.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Let's pray. Lord, we come to you this evening and just thank you and praise you for your love. Thank you for your grace. And Lord, I just lift up each driver here today and ask for watch, care, and safety. I ask you to build a hedge of protection around each one of them, their pit crew, and their families tonight. Lord, I ask you to bless the Heart of Texas Speedway staff with safety. And Lord, thank you for all these fans, each person and each family represented here tonight. Lord, I just lift up and ask a special blessing for each one. Lord, thank you for our veterans that fought for our freedoms, the brave ones. And I just ask a special blessing on each one of them. And the men and women that are currently protecting those freedoms, I ask for watch, care, and safety over each one, Lord. And Lord, if any of them are deployed in third world countries, I ask you to bring them home to their loved ones safe and sound. Lord, thank you most of all for sending your Son to die for us. And all this will praise and glorify you. For us in his holy name that we pray. Amen.
And now if you'll turn your eyes to the center, the Stars and Stripes, Miss Sarah Spillman will lead us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
My apologies. You have to have it plugged into the right cord, Mr. Jim. So I got to listen to her sing it twice, but y'all only got it once. So, all right, your IMCA stock car's up on the list first tonight, and on the pole will be the 17 in your heat race number 1, the 17 of John Friedrich. Outside to 84 of Zach Terry. Inside row number 2, the 489, Anthony Otkin. And the outside to 48R of Raymond McSpadden. Last week's winner, Raymond McSpadden. Inside row number 3, the 21E, Alan Essenberg. And the outside to 97 of Doug Lorenz. Inside row number 4, that's Jason the Acrobat. And the outside to 3X, Travis Norman. Shotgun on the field will be the 27, Wolford, Michael Wolford. $50 tickets tonight. Half that money goes to the Children's Tumor Foundation. The other half goes back to the winner. So she is down, coming out of turn number 4 on the straightaway. You can see her. She'll start down there and work her way down. So get those 50-50 tickets. Lights are going to go out on the backstretch. Heat race number 1 about to get underway here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Friedrich, Terry, the monster truck on the outside. John Friedrich on the inside. Green flag. Terry had a little bit of a slow start there. Lost a spot to Anthony Otkin. Friedrich going to lead him down the back straightaway. The 489 to Otkin. Raymond McSpadden on the inside now. Essenberg in the middle. Doug Lorenz 3 wide coming out of 4. Essenberg has to check up a little bit. It's going to be John Friedrich, Anthony Otkin, Zach Terry found their right pedal. It's the one on the right, son. Let's go. Doug Lorenz down on the bottom, going to skate up a little bit, holds it down, keeps from door slamming the 84 of Zach Terry. John Friedrich driving a very consistent, very fast race. Lorenz going to jump to the outside, going to peek around the top side, closes that gap up. Going to be a quarter of a second, 0.22 that time. Going to dive down now underneath Friedrich. Get a good run down the back straightaway. Now Doug Lorenz going to skate up a little bit. Friedrich gets into him. Little bump and grind right there as Doug Lorenz tried a slide job. That wasn't actually a slide job. Oh, looks like Friedrich is broke. Friedrich off the gas, off pace. And that's going to pile him up. Gotta wonder if that contact between John Friedrich and Doug Lorenz knocked something loose, knocked a wire loose, because after that contact, kind of dead in the water is the 17 of John Friedrich. Looks to be the 27 of Michael Wolford around. I think that was all just kind of collateral damage trying to get by the 17. He was completely dead in the water, running second place there. Lucky we didn't tear up a lot more than we did. But that's going to leave the 97 of Doug Lorenz out front, the 84. Zach Terry on the inside, the 489 of Anthony Otkin on the outside. Last week's winner, 48R of Raymond McSpadden on the inside, and then 21E of Alan Essenberg on the outside. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go, halfway through heat race number 1 for your IMCA stock cars. Don't forget, we have 50-50 tickets for sale. Down the back straightaway, lights will be going out. Friedrich doesn't like his car, pulls it to the infield. Doug Lorenz with a good start, 489. Anthony Otkin, and then on the outside will be the 21 Eve, Alan Essenberg. Monster truck himself, the 84, Zach Terry. Five laps down, we'll get 2 in the air next time by. 6 down, 2 to go. It's going to be the 97, Doug Lorenz. 489, Anthony Otkin, 21E, Alan Essenberg. 3X, Travis Norman. Jason Batt now up in the top 5. Winner last week at Cotton Bowl Speedway, Jason Batt. Horrific crash here 2 weeks ago. On fire, knocked the carburetor off, knocked the distributor out of the car, and here he is in a transfer position. Heat Race 1 winner is going to be Doug Lorenz in the 97 of 489, Anthony Ocken, 21E Alan Essenberg, the 3X of Travis Norman, Jason Batt, Raymond McSpadden in the 6th position. All right. Heat race number 2 about to roll out on the racetrack. On the pole will be the 20T of Thomas Hall, and the outside, the 38 of Daniel Shipler. Inside, row number 2, the 22 of Justin Wieringa, and the outside, the 4 of Tristan Carmen. Inside, row number 3, the 70T of Trevor Egbert, and the outside, Dustin Mooney in the M5. Inside, row number 4, the 114, Thomas Hall Jr., and the outside, the 11 of Cameron Cook. Inside, row number 5, the 29 of Marcus Harkrow. Harkrow, starting shotgun, making his debut on the night. Down the back straightaway they'll go. The lights will go out. It'll be the 20T of Hall. Actually, the 22 of Wieringa. Wieringa on the pole, Shipper on the outside. As they like to say, the outside sets the pace, the inside starts the race. Here we go, on the gas. Down the back straightaway, 22 of Wieringa, 38 of Shipler. One lap down. Wieringa down the back straightaway, the 38 of Shipler. Now on the inside, the 70T of Trevor Egbert. Egbert down on the bottom of the racetrack. 4 of Tristan Carmen trying to make his way into the top 5. Dustin Mooney in the 21, the 21 of Mooney. It's going to be Wieringa, Shipler, Egbert, Carmen, Harkrow. Four laps down, halfway through this heat race. Shipler up out of the meat of the track. Looks like he has something broke on the right front, off the pace, going to get off the racetrack clear and free. Definitely something broke on the right front of that race car. This time by, we got 2 in the air. It's going to be Wieringa on the outside. Trevor Egbert on the inside, going to make it a race. Down the back straightaway, Wieringa, Egbert, Carmen now up in the top 3. Dustin Mooney going to stick his nose in there. White flag is out this time by. It's a race, young men and women. Wieringa, Trevor Egbert picks up a little push, going to move up the racetrack. That's going to open the door for Tristan Carmen. Carmen drag races down the bottom, going to stick his nose on the bottom side of the racetrack, coming to the checkered flag. Carmen from deep in the pack, going to get that 3rd position, but it's going to be Justin Wieringa, Tristan Carmen, Trevor Egbert, Dustin Mooney, Marcus Harkrow will be rounding out your top 5. Up next is your factory stocks. Factory stocks, heat race number 1. We have 19 on the board tonight. On the pole, the 01, John DeGrove, and the outside, Jason Bogart in the 3M. Inside, row number 2, the 494, Dylan Kidwell, and the outside, the 88J of Jeff Blackwood. Inside, row number 3, the 47 of Shannon Dulock, and the outside, Jacob Pruitt in the 62. Inside, row number 4, the 8-star Tim Holmeyer, and the outside, the 46 Ty Miracle. Inside, row number 5, the 91 of Joe Fuller, and the outside to be the 32M Jeffrey McGar. Say that name, Big Mike. What is that name? He needs glasses. McCartchar. Keep an eye on the 8-star. Last week had a very fast hot rod, broke a transmission, was unable to compete in the feature race. Tim Holmeyer, fast wherever he goes. Right behind, always fast, Duloc. Duloc dumps to the inside immediately. John DeGrove with a good start, though, in the 01 machine. Down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 01 of John DeGrove, 3M Jason Bogard, followed by the 88J of Jeff Blackwood. Blackwood on the inside. 62 of Jacob Pruitt on the outside. 2 wide, 4 deep, 3 wide now. Down the back front straightaway. That is going to be for 3rd, 4th, and 5th position. John DeGrove still up front, leading the pack down the back straightaway. Now on the inside of 3M of Jason Bogard. Down the back straightaway, Bogard on the inside. John DeGrove on the outside. It's going to have a new race leader, it looks like this time. A little bumping and grinding through. 3 and 4. 3 of Bogard. 01 of John DeGrove. This time, the 3M, Jason Bogard, followed by the 01, John DeGrove. 494, Dylan Kidwell. Now 8-star of Holmeyer now going to make a run down on the bottom side, get up into that 3rd position. Going to take it clean and green is going to be the 8-star of Holmeyer. .3M. Holmeyer now up in that 2nd position. Rodney Rodriguez, buddy, you got to stop texting me. You got me all distracted. 3M. Bogard. Holmeyer now making his run for that lead. 01 of John DeGrove with a very good run, followed by the 494 of Dylan Kidwell. Checker flag. It's going to go to the 3M, Jason Bogard. Connie Dahl. Where's Connie Dahl at? Is she here tonight yet? On her way? Connie. All the way from Wisconsin? I owe you a beer, I think. Come on up. Come on up. This is Big Mike. All the way from Wisconsin. Welcome, welcome. There's one in this cooler right here.
Big Mike!
How you doing, girl?
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Connie
Got our crew
Dahl.
here. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Sorry, we're trying to give you the ride.
Oh, no.
All right, heat race number 2 out. Y'all got me all distracted. I forgot what we're doing.
Yeah. This is good.
Factory stock heat race number 2 out on the racetrack. 21, Clint Howard on the pole, Brian Johnson on the outside. 54H, Caden Honeycutt on the inside, and the 45 of William Dean on the outside. Grant Wallum on the inside in the 26. Outside, Michael Gannett. Inside, the 37, Schoenrock, and the outside, the 17M, Christopher Merker. Mike Land in the 48, starting shotgun on the field. Good start there by the 45 of William Dean. William Dean, followed by Michael Gannett. Schoenrock, the 54. Caden Honeycutt driving the 54 machine tonight. Down the back straightaway. Got a little distracted there by our guest all the way from Wisconsin here at Heart of Texas Speedway, but we're back to racing factory stocks. Michael Gannett in his new car, back on the inside. 45, William Dean. Gannett now down on the bottom, going to try to duck underneath William Dean, unable to make any headway there. It's going to be the 45, William Dean, the 25 of Michael Gannett, Schoenrock, and the 54, of Caden Honeycutt. Oh, Dean around in front of the field. Able to keep it going, keep it clean and green. Is going to be William Dean. 54, Honeycutt. 25, Michael Gannett. 37, Michael Schoenrock. Schoenrock now up in the top three. That's my Uber driver tonight. Miss Schoenrock got me here from the airport. Thank you, Miss Schoenrock. Kathy Schoenrock. 54, Caden Honeycutt. 25, Michael Gannett. 37, Schoenrock. Two in the air that time by. We'll be getting the white flag this time for the 54H, Caden Honeycutt, followed by the 25, Michael Gannett, the 21, 25, Michael Gannett, the 37, Schoenrock, and the 21 of Clint Howard. Checkered flag for the 54H, Caden Honeycutt, followed by 25, Michael Gannett, 37, Schoenrock, 21 of Clint Howard, 48 of Mike Land. That'll round out your top 5 in your IMC in your factory stocks heat race number 2. Big shout out to Miss Schoenrock, Kathy, Miss Schoenrock. Thanks again, getting me here tonight. Gave me a ride from the airport, Miss Schoenrock. All right, sprint cars up next. Once again, remember, while any cars are out there, we want you off of that front fence. We don't want you injured or something thrown up in the stands and hurt. 2 heat races tonight of your sprint cars. Mike, you want to talk with us?
Nope.
Here we go. Big Mike, you're hot.
Gonna talk during the sprint car race.
Well, we'll talk before the sprint car race, buddy. So, Mike, you're kind of, I don't want to say you're new because you're here last year and you're here tonight. You've been my longtime friend, but what do you kind of do here at the racetrack? Tell us what you do while we got to push them off. We got a little dead time.
Well, during the week, I helped Race on Texas and one of our other announcers put those cool videos together and get them on Facebook and get some advertising done for the racetrack during the week. Answer questions, answer the phone. You can always call the racetrack phone anytime if you have any questions. Then during race night, I spend the night in the pits mostly. Watch the races, help make calls. Whatever needs to get done, Selby will yell at me when something needs to be done, and I go do it.
Do the drivers ever yell at you?
Only a few times.
Only a few times. So you mentioned Race on Texas. We want to thank Race on Texas for everything they do. All access pass, $39.99 a month. Half that money, you pick Heart of Texas Speedway as your home track. Half that money comes back here. It helps us throughout the winter. It helps us throughout off dates. And that money helps us throughout the year. And the other half obviously goes to Race on Texas for what they do. So Chris David over there, excellent. Everything they've always done to help us here.
You betcha. It helps us, increase our purse a little bit each time we put money into it. We try to have some bigger races.
Hot laps. Yep. Quick couple of hot laps there for the sprint cars. Get a little heat in their engines. And this is going to be your starting lineup for heat race number 1 of your wing sprints, your Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series. Once again, unlimited cubic inch. We got a spec rear tire. We got a spec wing cubic inches, and that's about it. 21K of Cope Simpson on the pole, and the outside, the 19 of Scott Evans. Inside, row number 2, the 74E of Claude Estes III, and the outside, the 6M, Blake Mallory. Inside, row number 3, the 72P of Gary Floyd, and the outside, the 6 of Christopher Townsend. Inside, row number 4, the 7R, that's Miss Reagan Reed, our buddy, and the outside, the 23 of Junior Jenkins. Here we go. Green flag in the air. '19 of Scott Evans with a hole shot and now has about a half a straightaway lead in 1 lap. Scott Evans, Blake Mallory, Kobe Simpson, Christopher Townsend, Claude Estes III rounds out the top 5. Evans, 8 laps will be the distance, but Evans is wasting no time. But here comes the 6M of Blake Mallory, 0.386 seconds behind that time. Let's see if we're closing up that gap. Looks to me like we are. I'm just going to guess 0.226. Shaved off a tenth. Heat race number 1 for your sprint. Outlaw Sprints. Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series. 19, Scott Evans. 6M, Blake Mallory. The 21K, Kobe Simpson. Two flags in the air that time by. 6 down, 2 to go in your heat race number 1. Scott Evans, Blake Mallory, Kobe Simpson, Christopher Townsend, Claude Estes III will be in your top 5. White flag is out. Slide job, can't make it stick. Mallory tried at the very end, stick a little slide job in there, just couldn't make it stick. Scott Evans leads it flag to flag. Blake Mallory, Kobe Simpson. Mallory with a good run right there, almost tried a little slider, but knew he couldn't make it stick. Had to check up a little bit, keep from wrecking them all. Very fast pace for your heat race number 1, your Bandit Outlaw Sprint cars. Heat race number 2 out there. 5R, John Ricketts on the pole in the outside of 3W, Willie Reed. Inside the 72, Colby Estes, and the outside of 4 of Austin Monday. Inside row number 3, the 25B of Blaine Baxter, and the outside of 72X, DJ Estes. Inside row number 4, the 64 of Channon Tankersley, and the outside Michael Day in the 91 machine. And once again, don't forget, on May the 29th, we'll be having our Wall of Fame inductees. We'll have Morris Wood, Vernon Holder, Glenn Wilson, Billy Webb, and Les Jacobs will be putting up on the wall. So if you come here at noon to 1 o'clock, we'll have refreshments and we'll have some food. And then at 1 o'clock, we'll have the inductees. And later that evening, we will have the modified tour. And if you come for the induction, you will get a free grandstand pass that night. So you come, you get a little bit of free food, some free drink, and you get to see some free racing later that night. We will be having some modifieds from all over the country, all the way from Minnesota, Iowa, Kansas, Nebraska, maybe California, who knows where all they'll come from. Once again, that will be the All-Star Shootout. That is Memorial Day weekend. Come here on that Sunday. We'll be off that Friday. We're off that Friday night. No, we're not. I'm wrong. Ha! Okay. Big Mike and I had a big... We're going to wrestle on the front stretch later on. We are not racing that Friday night. We are closed to give everybody a chance to go support the All-Star Shootout. But we will be here Sunday. Sunday. So. All right. Green flag. Get a little heat in those engines. We will get them restacked and repacked. Your heat race number 2 for your Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series. Again, unlimited cubic inch. You run your 305, run your 360, run your 410. Spec rear tires, spec wing. Other than that, let her rip, tater chip. Down the back straightaway, I believe the lights will be going out. Ricketts on the inside, a 3W, Willie Reed on the outside. Lights are out. We'll be coming out of 4. You see the white line. That's where we get started with the sprint cars. Here we go. 3, Willie Reed with a good jump right there, and now he goes to the bottom, going to skate up all the way to the top side. Bottom is not where you want to be, Mr. Reed. 4, Austin Monday up on the top side. Reed doesn't go quite as low this time through 3 and 4. Going to try to find a little meat in the track through the middle racetrack. 4, Austin Monday tries to second guess and go to the bottom, and that's exactly where Reed goes on the bottom of 1 and 2. Through 3 and 4 is still going to be Reed, followed by the 4 of Monday, the 5R of Ricketts, 72X of DJ Estes, 91 of Michael Day. Four laps down, 4 laps to go. 12-second quarter miles around the oval here, part of Texas Speedway, High Bank Clay Oval. Two flags in the air this time by. 6 laps down, 2 laps to go. Austin Monday going to close that gap on the 3 of Willie Reed, a 1.137 seconds difference. Going to try a slider, crossover. Still going to be the 3 of Willie Reed. But the 4 of Monday going to have the momentum up on the top side. That's what we pay the admission for. We want to see those slide jobs. Checkered flag for the 4 of Austin Monday. The 3W of Willie Reed. 5R of Ricketts. The 72X of DJ Estes. 91 Michael Day rounding out the top 5. Up next will be your junior limiteds. You know, these are the kids that are up and coming. Junior Limited's rolling out on the racetrack right now. Heat race number 1 on the pole, the 08 of Caden Morosky, and the outside of 2 of Daphne Batt. Inside, row number 2, the 10 of Brady Garrett, and the outside, the 707 of PJ Egbert, Little Pizzo. Inside, row number 3, the 18K of Caleb Merritt, and the outside, Caden Petty in the 43. Inside, row number 4, the 7C, Colton Abshire. Abshire rounding out the pack. 43, Caden Petty got her very first feature win here a couple weeks ago. I believe she's 14 years old. So these are essentially your Southern Sport mods. We take the spoilers off, put a chip on them. We limit the engines a little bit, limit the shocks a little bit, slow them down. And these are all kiddos. I believe the age range is 12 to 17, 12 to 16. We'll get clarification because I can't remember. Lights are out. Here we go. Oh, wait. Caden Morosky with a good start right there through the middle of 1 and 2. Now down the back straightaway, followed by the 10 of Brady Garrett. Garrett now on the bottom side, going to try to see if we can make a stick, Brady. We got to make a turn. Oh, little bump and grind. Gonna get the right front quarter panel just a little bit, the right front door. Gonna be Brady Garrett, followed by the 18K, Caleb Merrick, Caden Morosky, the 707, PJ Egbert. Pizzo got his first feature win ever a few weeks ago at Kennedale Speedway. good to see a few other tracks picking up this class. Race at Kennedale Speedway, race over with Kevin Sestair and the Kevins, we'll call them, the Kevins over at Red Rocket, racing the Junior Limiteds as well. These kids will be our next racers, our next adult racers, so good to see them coming up through the class. Caden Petty now up through the pack, running second, followed by Caleb Merritt. 7C, a Colton Abshire. Abshire on the bottom, Merritt up on the top side. Pizzo kind of biding his time, kind of waiting to make sure everything is good and clear. Going to jump up to the outside and look outside to 7C, Colton Abshire. Two laps to go, 2 flags in the air this time by. It's going to be the 10 of Brady Garrett, followed by the 43 of Caden Petty. Petty around in 3 and 4. That's going to give the second place to Colton Abshire, followed by the 707 of PJ Egbert. Caden Petty now, and then Daphne Batt. Little Miss Acrobat. Checkered flag for the 10 of Brady Garrett, Colton Abshire, PJ Egbert, Caden Petty, PJ Egbert. Heat race number 2 for your Junior Limiteds. Little extra money put up tonight from the 50-50 drawing out of the pits. Had a couple other sponsors step up a little extra money. There's $50 for 2 random spots, so $100 total. We'll be drawing that at when they roll out on the track for the feature race. We'll draw 2 random spots. Those 2 spots will get $50 a piece. All right, heat race number 2, the 07 of Cali, golly. Robert Black's going to kill me. Cale Black, and the outside of 10C of Colton Birmingham. Inside the 89 of Wyatt Sexton, and the outside the 730 of Jeff Bowser Jr. Inside the 75 of Mason Warren, and the outside the 11 of Jet Hefty. Shotgun, her debut. First time ever on the racetrack. Patience Daniel in the 14. Little Miss Superwoman. First night ever on the racetrack in the 14 at the back. Cale Black, Birmingham, gonna lead him around. Sexton got his first win a couple of weeks ago. Last week, I believe. No start, they say. No start. Cale Black up on the pole. Let's get back up there, buddy. Cale Black. We're going to start at the line, he says. Davis Sisk on him. Starting right here, kids. 10C, Colton Birmingham on the outside. Little Cornbread down there on the infield says, hey, door to door coming out of 4. That's what we need. Going to enter a Jeep SUV now. Here we go. Green flag. Cale Black on the inside. The outside, Colton Birmingham. Inside, Wyatt Sexton in the 89. Sexton's been on a roll lately. Had a good run a couple weeks ago. Sexton down on the bottom, working that car. You can see him patient, letting the car rotate and work the very bottom of the racetrack. Wyatt Sexton in the 89, going to lead him through 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. 730 Bowser. running in third. Hefty, second, a little out of shape coming out of 4, but gathers it up and keeps it going. Hefty now with a run up on the top side. Good head of steam for Hefty in the 11. 11 machine up on the top side, gets by him. Hefty, Sexton, Bowser, Warren, that's going to be your top 4 in your heat race number 2 for your junior limiteds. Patience Daniel now going to hold her line. Hold your line, young lady. You can do it. There you go. Stay on the bottom. Hold your line, hold your line, hold your line. 2 in the air. Excellent job by the 14 machine. 2 flags in the air. 2 laps to go. 6 down. 2 to go. Heat race number 2 for your junior limiteds. White flag is out for the 11, Jet Hefty. Wyatt Sexton in the 89. 730 of Jeff Bowser. 75 of Mason Warren will round out your top 4. Colton Birmingham. Checkered flag for the 11 of Jet Hefty. And that will round out, finish off our heat races for your junior limiteds. Up next, your IMCA modifieds. Modifieds heat race number 1. 1 heat tonight. On the pole will be the 07 of Chris Razor on the outside. The 163, that's Hard Time Hardy Henderson. Inside, row number 2, the 7G of David Good, and the outside, the 8J of John White. Inside, row number 3, the 45T of Eric Tomlinson, and the outside, the 54T, Matthew Day. Inside, row number 4, last week's winner, the 5 of Kevin Green, and the outside, the 715 of Chase Dowdy. Inside, row number 5, the 8A of BJ Pittman, and the outside, the 10 of Robert Walton. Shotgun in the field in that brand new GRT is going to be the 48R of Raymond McSpadden. 10 laps will be the distance. Lights not quite out. We'll give him one more lap around. Give them one more lap around. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 of the 11 making a show. Down the back straightaway, the lights will be going out this time. 10 laps will be the distance for your IMCA modifieds. John White on the inside. Hard Time Henderson on the outside. Putman around. Caution. Caution, caution, caution. Slow it down, drivers. Not real sure what happened there. I missed it. I don't know if he got spun around or just gassed it up a little bit too much. The track is starting to slick off through 3 and 4. Hot Texas night. Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Hot Texas night. Alrighty. So we're not even into June and July yet. Pastor Jim. All right. One to go. We'll get green next time by, drivers. John White, Hardy Henderson in that 163, brand new car, couple of nights on it. Good looking hot rod in the 163. Here we go. Green flag in the air, all clean and all green this time. Oh, we got it. Tomlinson around in the middle of 3 and 4. Gets it going. Let's go, Eric. Thank you, buddy. Hardy Henderson with a good lead out there. Hardy Henderson, John White, 54 Day, 5 of Green will be your top 4. Chase Dowdy in the 715. Matthew Day and Kevin Green, we saw a good race last week. Day led it the majority of the races, and Green passed him coming out of 4 for the checkered flag win, for the 700 to win. But it's going to be Hardy Henderson, followed by the 8J of John White, the 54 of Day, 5 of Green. Raymond McSpadden now down on the bottom side, had a good race car last week. Oh, the 10 is around in front of the field. Robert Walton. Woe it down, drivers. Woe it down. Whew. Raymond McSpadden brought that race car out to Cotton Bowl Speedway last week. Had a good run going, kind of feeling that race car out. Brand new race car in a 48R, brand new GRT. About halfway through the race, he pulled to the infield, had electrical issues, but it looks like he's got it straightened out now. Started dead last tonight. Now currently running 6th position. Hardy Henderson on the front. John White, Matthew Day, Kevin Green. Chase Dowdy is your top 5. Your IMCA modifieds. Up next, your Southern Sport mods. We got 15 of those on. We'll have 2 heat races. And 2 heat races street stocks. So a short intermission, and we'll get right back to racing. So we can click off a few laps here, drivers. 5 down, 5 to go, halfway through. Once those lights go out on the back straightaway, Hardy Henderson can go at any point that he wants to. If he shakes, if he bakes, checks, brakes checks, they're going to throw the green flag. 50-50 tickets right there on the front stretch. Here we go. Half of it goes to Children Tumor. Other half, you get the money. Hardy Henderson through 1 and 2. Matthew Day up on the top side. John White on the bottom side. Day going to run him down the back straightaway. Hardy Henderson going to get on the bottom of 3 and 4, going to skate up, and then that's going to let Dowdy now spins around. Gonna have another caution. Track is just a little slick, and it is throwing everybody for a loop. 50-50 tickets right in front of me. Half of it goes to the Children Tumor Foundation. The other half, you get to take it home. Here's your chance. Double your money, quadruple your money, 10 times your money. All right, let's get them lined back up. 10, Robert Walton, going to be taking her to the pits. All right, we got David Sisk with the flag in the air. Crystal down right behind the flag stand. You want a 50-50 ticket, get with Miss Crystal right there. Raise your hand, Miss Crystal. Get your 50-50 ticket. Children Tumor Foundation, the other half, you get it. Here we go. Lights are out. We still got 4 laps to go in your IMCA modifieds. Trained on the backstretch. Matthew Day with a very good start this time. Matthew Day, John White, Hardy Henderson, Kevin Green now going to cross over, going to drive underneath Hardy Henderson. Going to have a good run down the back straightaway. It's going to be Matthew Day, John White, Green, Hardy Henderson, and here comes David Raymond McSpadden in the 45T of Eric Tomlinson. 2 flags in the air that time. 2 laps to go, 8 down, 2 to go in your IMCA modified heat race number 1. White flag for the 54 of Matthew Day. 8K of John White, a 5 of Kevin Green. Hardy Henderson, the 45T of Tomlinson. Tomlinson spun very early, patiently got back up in the qualifying position. Day, White, Green, Henderson, Tomlinson, McSpadden. In the 07 will round out of Chase Reiser, round out your field. Up next, your IMCA Southern Sport Mods. Two heat races of the IMCA Southern Sport Mods tonight. 51, James Kelly on the pole. And the outside, the 7MK of Kyle Wilkins. Inside, row number 2, the 9M of Pat McGuire. And the outside, the 54T of Mason Day. Inside, rookie himself, the 601 Trevor Cogburn. And the outside, Michael Dabney in the 5X. Dabney in the 5X. Inside, row number 4, the 51B of Nathan Bradley. And the outside, the 38 of Justin Collins. 8 laps will be the distance. Seven MK Kyle Wilkins down the back straightaway with a good start. Oh no. Oh no. 51M. 51 James Kelly got a little sideways, but luckily everybody keep it straight. So 7MK Kyle Wilkins. 54T of Mason Day. 5X Michael Dabney. 9 of Pat McGuire. Three laps down, 5 laps to go in your heat race number 1 of your IMCA Southern Sport Mods. Going to be the 7MK of Kyle Wilkins, followed by the 54T of Mason Day. 5X of Michael Dabney. Dabney, last week's winner here. Picked up a win at Kennedale Speedway, but had a little issue in tech. So I talked to him in the pits, got that carburetor fixed. Nobody really knew anything about it, but got it up, fixed, and going back here tonight. Running 3rd position in your heat race number 1. It's going to be the 7MK Kyle Wilkins, Mason Day, Michael Dabney, Pat McGuire, Justin Collins. There's the top 5. 51 James Kelly off pace. 2 flags in the air, 2 laps to go. 6 down and 2 to go in your IMCA Southern Sport Mod heat race number 1. 7MK is off pace, broke up on the top shelf, down the back straightaway. Looks like something broke maybe in the left rear of that race car. That's going to leave the 54T of Mason Day, 5X of Michael Dabney out. 7MK able to gas it up a little bit, but unable to keep it going. Heat race number 1 win, 54T of Mason Day. Michael Dabney, Pat McGuire, Justin Collins, Trevor Cogburn will round out your top 5. Heat race number 2 about to roll out on the racetrack. On the pole, the 88X of Connor Montgomery, and the outside of 91, Jack Lewis. Inside, row number 2, the 58, that's Sid the Kid Kiffin, and the outside, that's Miss Taylor Florio in the 21T. Inside, row number 3, the 12 of Brandon Guerin, and the outside, the 65B of Scott Bradley. Inside, row number 4, the 15S, Dwayne Strait. And the 91, Jack Lewis, usually goes to the back, and that is what he's opting to do this time by as well. 8 laps will be the distance here tonight for your heat race number 2 of your IMCA Southern Sport Mods. Up next, Outlaw Street Stocks. Bring all you got and hope you brought enough. Here we go, green flag. Taylor Florio Tay with a good start up on the top side. Taylor Florio, 88 of Connor Montgomery, the 12 of Brandon Guerin. Taylor Florio, Guerin, 58 Sid Kiffin, the 88 of Connor Montgomery. Taylor Florio, Brandon Guerin, Sid the Kid Kiffin, the 88 of Connor Montgomery. 2 laps down, 6 laps to go. Up next, your Outlaw Street Stocks. Bring all you got and hope you brought enough. Taylor Florio, Brandon Guerin, Sid Kiffin down the back straightaway. 0.33 seconds between Taylor Florio and Brandon Guerin. Brandon right up on the tail of Taylor. Going to try to get underneath Taylor this time by on the bottom side. Drag race down the back straightaway. It's going to be the 21 of Florio, though, with the momentum up on the top shelf. Brandon Guerin going to diamond it off, drive it down the hill, and see if he can make anything happen. It just can't do it. The 88 of Montgomery around. See if we can get the 88 going. No can do. Caution, caution, caution. So it's going to be Taylor Florio out front, Brandon Guerin, Sid Kiffin, Jack Lewis. Don't forget, Race on Texas All Access Pass, bringing you this. $39.99 a month. All you got to do is go in there, pick Heart of Texas Speedway as your home track. Half of that money, $20, comes back to Heart of Texas Speedway. That money goes towards helping us in the off-season, off weekends when we're not racing. Helps pay the light bill and the electric bill and the insurance bill and the water bill and taxes and everything else that we all have to pay every day in and out. So Race on Texas. Chris David, always a huge help to all racetracks across Texas and southern Oklahoma. Thank you to him. Restart, restart, restart. 5 laps down, 3 to go. Brandon Guerin gets by Taylor. Taylor gives him a little shot in the shorts. Brandon Guerin in the 12 machine. Gonna have the lead with 2 flags in the air. Taylor Florio, 58 is Sid Kiffin. White flag in the air this time by. Checkered flag is going to fly for Brandon Guerin, Sid the Kid Kiffin, and Taylor Florio. Mason Pruitt. Mason Pruitt, I think I have something that belongs to you thanks to a Good Samaritan, so thank y'all very much. Come up here, Mason. Behind the flag stand, up the stairs. We got something that belongs to you. Mason Pruitt. Come up here and tell us your address. Pastor Jim? Mason Pruitt. Huh? All right. Outlaw Street Stocks, heat race number 1 out on the racetrack. We're doing a little due diligence up here for Mason Pruitt. Outlaw Street Stocks, heat race number 1, 777, James Honish on the pole, and the outside the 1 of Danny Sikora. Inside the 13 of Terry Friedrich, and outside 32, Smoking Joe Williams. Inside OM, 0M of Dylan Glass, and the outside the C4, Cody Parrish. We got cars around everywhere. Inside, row number 4, Barry Gaston, and the outside the X of Gage Fuller, and Brian Harcrow, shotgun on the field. Caution, caution, caution. Had a little lost wallet, doing a little in-house housekeeping up here. Thank you, Pastor Jim, for taking care of that. Honish out front. 13, that's Mr. Bossman, Jerry Friedrich. Smoking Joe Williams, Joe Dirt on the outside. Barry Gaston in the 8. Brian Harcrow in the 10 on the outside. 0M Dylan Glass. X Gage Fuller, Cody Parrish. Danny Sikora. Going to start shotgun on the restart. We got 1 to go. All right. James Honish in that fine-looking Hellion race car. Mr. Brian Walker built it. Great-looking race car down the back straightaway. Brand new. Street stock. Here we go. Friedrich had a good start there, maybe a little bit too good. The green light wasn't on yet, but maybe Honish is going. We'll see if he gets docked 2 spots. We'll see what they do in the scorer's booth. I'm not sure. But it's still going to be Honish, Friedrich, Williams, the 8 of Barry Gaston, and the 10, Brian Harcrow. Friedrich, slider, up in front of Honish. Honish going to cross over. C4, Cody Parrish is around but keeps it rolling. Friedrich down the back straightaway, going to pull the field now by about 4 car lengths. Friedrich, Honish, Williams. They had top 5 will redraw. Jerry Friedrich, followed by the 777, Honish, 32, Joe Williams, 10, Brian Harcrow, the 08 of Barry Gaston. Williams on the bottom side. Good run down the back straightaway underneath the 777 of Honish. Joe Williams. 2 flags in the air this time by. 2 laps to go. 6 down and 2 to go. It's going to be Friedrich, Williams, 777 of Honish, the 10 of Brian Harcrow. White flag is out for Jerry Friedrich in the 13 machine, followed by Joe Williams, 777 of Honish, the 10 of Harcrow. Checker flag, good run. Friedrich and Joe Williams both 1 and 2. Good run by both of those drivers. 777 of Honish. 10 of Brian Harcrow and a 0M of Dylan Glass. Heat race number 2. This will be your last heat race of the night. We'll get into a little intermission and we'll get right into the feature races. 68 on the pole. That's going to be Wade White, and the outside of 3D of Darrell Rhodes. Inside, row number 2, the 76S, Cody Superman Daniel. And the outside, the 4725 of Benji Kirkpatrick. Inside, row number 3, the 716 of Trey Votaw. And the outside, the 7A of Will Arnold. Inside, row number 4, the 9G of Drew Garcia. And the outside, the 225, Jeff Williams. Williams starting shotgun on the field. 8 laps will be the distance in this street stock race. Final heat race of the night. Plenty of cold food and hot, cold beverages and hot food down at the Snack Shack. So be sure to go down there and get you some cold beer, drinks, Cokes, water, whatever it may be. Chicken fried steak sandwiches. We got baked potatoes, walking tacos. We got a street stock heat race number 2 under green flag. Here we go. Wade White on the bottom and Daryl Rhodes up on the top side in the 3D machine. Rhodes fast wherever he goes, out of south. Cody Daniel gets a little love tap from the backside. Little help to the infield for the 76S. Wade White down the back straightaway into 68, followed by 47-25 of Benji Kirkpatrick. It's going to be Vota. And then Will Arnold, Daryl Rhodes, very competitive racers last week at Cotton Bowl Speedway in their street stock division. Very good racers, very fast competitive race cars down at Cotton Bowl Speedway. 7A of Will Arnold, and then the 3D of Daryl Rhodes up on the top side. But out front is going to be the Benji Kirkpatrick in the 47-25, followed by the 68 of Wade White. 7-16 of Trey Vota. Five laps down, 3 to go. It's going to be Benji Kirkpatrick out front, Wade White, Vota, 7A of Arnold, Daryl Rhodes will be your top 4. 2 flags in the air, 2 laps to go, 6 down, 2 to go. For the 47-25, Benji Kirkpatrick, followed by the 68 of Wade White. But Vota looking at the bottom side. White flag is out, 47-25, Benji Kirkpatrick. Race right now is for second and third. It's going to be Vota on the inside, the 68 of Wade White on the outside. Vota down to the bottom by the tires, down the back straightaway, door to door. Gets up to his door, but can't close that gap. Down on the tires. Benji Kirkpatrick taking the win. It's going to be Wade White, Vota, 7A of Arnold, the 3D of Rhodes, the 225 of Williams, and the 9 of Garcia. Little pause for the cause. Eric Hasler's birthday is today. Eric Hasler. Judy Owen. Where's Miss Judy Owen at? Judy Owen, I see you. I see you. Happy birthday, young lady. Thank you for being here tonight. Eric Hasler. So, little short pause for the cause. We'll turn on a little music. Get you a cold beverage. Give me and Pastor Jim a cold beverage up here. He'll drink water, he says. Yeah, me too. I'll drink water as well. So, anyways, y'all take a little short pause, and we'll get right back to racing. Your IMCA stock cars will be up next for your A main. All right. Welcome back. Out on the track, your IMCA stock cars. You know, this is my favorite class. Take a drink, take a sip, take a shot. Shot, 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 shots. Stock cars out on the racetrack. We'll get that lineup for you. It'll be your A main. 20 laps is the distance. Up on the pole is a 489 of Anthony Otkin. And the outside to 22, Justin Ryringa, heat race winner. Inside row number 2, the 4 of Tristan Carmen. And the outside to 21E of Alan Essenberg. Inside row number 3, the 70T of Trevor Egbert. And the outside to 97 of Doug Lorenz. Inside row number 4, Mama Mooney's pick, the M521, Dustin Mooney. In the outside, Jason the Acrobat. Inside row number 5, the 3X, Travis Norman. And the outside of 29 of Marcus Harkrow. Inside row number 6, the 48R, last week's winner, the 48R, Raymond McSpadden. And the outside, the 11 of Cameron Cook. Inside row number 7, the 84 monster truck himself, Zach Terry. And the outside, the 114 of Thomas Hall. Inside row number 8, the 27 of Michael Wolford. And the outside, the 38 of Daniel Shipler. Inside row number 9, the 17, John Friedrich. And the outside, the 20T of Thomas Hall. 18 cars, 20 laps for your IMCA stock cars. Savannah, Mama Mooney rooting on the M5 machine. Cousins at home, here in spirit, rooting them on. Lights are out. Here we go. Green flag racing. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Carmen on the inside. Otkin in the middle, Waringa on the top side. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Carmen in the 4 machine on the bottom. 489. Anthony Otkin. Oh, Otkin around. Clear, 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 clear. Somehow they all stay clear. Caution, caution, caution. Not sure if there was a little contact there. It helped the 489 around or not. Wofford in the 77 machine had to check up. 27, I'm sorry about that. Wofford in the 27 had to check up. Avoid the collision. We'll restack and rack them, I believe. I don't think we got one in. Got me a chicken fried steak sandwich. Pretty good. Lots of good food down there. All right. Waringa will be out front. They say we got one in the books. Carmen on the bottom. Essenberg on the top side. Egbert. Doug Lorenz. Dustin Mooney. Mr. Selby Holder says, hey, get up there. Come on. Lights are out. Once Waringa wants to go, he can go. Here we go. 20 laps is the distance. 1 down, 19 to go. Carmen down on the bottom of the racetrack, underneath Waringa, down the back straightaway. They're going to drag race. 2 wide, 4 deep, all the way down the back straightaway. Carmen going to get that early lead right now. Going to let it drift up in front of Waringa. Waringa going to try the crossover move, but gets into Egbert. Carmen down on the bottom of the racetrack using the old Texas Thunder Speedway. Wolford around the 27 machine, going to wipe out anything of good that was going. Rusty Head listening in at Race on Texas. He's down at Port Aransas enjoying that beautiful coast. He says the walking taco is what you want to have here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Thank you, Rusty Head. Driver of the 55 Southern Sport Mod and factory stock. Everybody listening in, Race on Texas. All access pass, $39.99 gets you all month, all the replays, all across Texas and southern Oklahoma. Come on, stock cars. We need to click off about 8 or 10 laps here. Let's get some rhythm going. Let's get some racing in. Carmen, very good up front. Down on the bottom of the racetrack. The car's rotating right around the tires very well. See if he can keep that up. You got Trevor Egbert. That guy's got a lot of feature wins in just about every class in the 70T. Justin Waring in a 22, and a 21, and Dustin Mooney, multiple feature wins, been fast all year long. All right, 1 to go, drivers. Let's see if we can click off. About 18 laps. How about that? That'd be cool. Down the back straightaway. The 4. Rusty had texted me and says he wants to take Trevor Egbert in the 70T. Don't forget, Jason Batt is back there. Dustin Mooney's back there, Rusty Head. But right now it is Tristan Carmen down the back straightaway on the bottom of the racetrack, working through the 4 and then the 70T. Egbert going to jump to the top of the track, firing it through the middle of the track. Jason Batt on the bottom side. Dustin Mooney on the bottom side. Essenberg up through the middle. Shipler now. It's going to be the 4 of Tristan Carmen. 70T of Egbert. The 9 of Batt. The 22 of Raringa. And the 21 of Dustin Mooney. Down on the bottom of the racetrack. I'm waiting for somebody to get up on the top side and dust it off. Down the back straightaway. He's going to be led by the 4 of Carmen. Batt, don't look now. Oh, we got Shipler around in front of the field. Caution, caution, caution. Lorenz is around. 489 of Akin is around, all avoiding a wreck. Carmen still out front, but being chased by Jason Batt and Egbert. Don't forget, those 3 have ran lots and lots of laps together, all the way from the old days of Texas Thunder Speedway. We have 5 laps down, 5 laps complete, 15 to go. Hold on, I got to text Rusty Head. He says he takes Trevor for a quarter. I think I'm going to take maybe Mr. Batt. I don't know. Jason Batt had a very fast race car and got a very large collision last time he was here, so he's got a little redemption. But it's going to be Carmen on the pole, and it'll be 70 of Egbert. Jason Batt. Oh, now all of a sudden Rusty Head goes, oh, yeah, Jason Batt's fast. Imagine that. All right, Carmen, Egbert, Batt. Egbert picks the bottom. 5 laps down, 15 to go in your IMCA stock cards. Up next, your factory stocks, a.k.a. Bombers. Send that hate mail to Big Mike McCarthy at Heart of Texas Speedway. Big Mike McCarthy for your hate mail about the Bombers. I mean, factory stocks, my bad. Okay, you just send it to me. Down the back straightaway. Lights are going to go out. It's going to be Tristan Carmen. Here we go. Green flag, good start. Good start by Tristan Carmen in the 4 machine. Work the middle of the racetrack, then drive it down to the tires. Good drive off right there. Jason back with a good run on Trevor. Oh, that's not going to work, Jason. 3 wide. It did work. I'm amazed. Egbert had to give him a little room because it was going to wreck a lot if he didn't. Carmen down the back straightaway, pulling the left front. Carmen, Bat, Egbert, Mooney, your top 4. Throw a blanket over the top 4. Egbert now looking to the top shelf. That's what I was looking for. Somebody to go somewhere else. Up on the top side with the momentum down the back straightaway, but it's still going to be Carmen in the 4. The 9 at Bat gives a little bump in the short, says, let's go. Let's go, kiddo. Door to door down the front straightaway. It's going to be Carmen, Bat, Mooney, Egbert. Down the back straightaway. Carmen with still the momentum and still the advantage. Jason Bat drives it in deep on the bottom side. Jason Bat, your new race leader with lap number 9 in the books. Carmen, Egbert, Mooney. Oh, Egbert around. Out of the way, no. Miss Amber Leonard, Miss Cotton Bowl herself listening in from Kyle. I think she picks number 9, Jason the Acrobat. Jeff Hammett listening in. Doug Lorenz in the infield. I think he's going to try to get across the track now. Looks like, see if he can get across. And off. So, don't forget, up next will be your factory stocks and then the Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series. Beautiful race cars are those sprint cars. Mr. Rodriguez listening in, I hope. All right. Come on, drivers. Let's get it going. All right, I believe the lights will be going out for Jason Bat down the back straightaway. Jason Bat on the gas. It's going to be Bat, Carmen, Travis Norman out of nowhere into the top 3. Caution, Shipler around, big damage on the 38. James Hammock listening in from Lorena, my good friend, Hammock Fabrication. You need any kind of bumpers built or bodies? Go see James Hammock, local one-man shop. Built many, many bodies for me, and lots of bumpers and rub rails and kick bars and just about everything you can think of James Hammock has, so go check him out. Checking on a 27-0 Wolford. Looks like everything's still intact under that race car. Shipler, a lot of damage on that left front. I saw a bunch of steam out of the radiator. Come on, drivers. We got a slick racetrack. Let's keep our cars under us. You can do it. Thought I was on a receiver for a minute. Miss Schoenrock brings me a cold beverage. Not only is she my Uber driver, she brings me a cold beverage, Miss Schoenrock. Thank you, ma'am. I like that. See what we got going on next week here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Let's go. $250 in the 50-50 tonight. As soon as this race is over, we'll have the winner draw that ticket. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears peeled. We'll do that shortly. Still trying to get Shipler out of the way down there. Your points leader for your IMCA stock cars is the 51. No, I'm sorry. It's Dustin Mooney in the 5M. My mistake. Dustin Mooney leads the points, followed by Cameron Cook, Doug Lorenz, Travis Norman, and Thomas Hall Jr. is your points leader for your IMCA stock cars. Heart of Texas Speedway next week. Next week we got kids bicycle races. Next week, kiddos, bring your bicycles. Heart of Texas Speedway. We got dwarf cars and bicycle races next week for the kids. So be sure to be here next week. 8 p.m. start time as always at Heart of Texas Speedway. Lights are out. We are going to get going again. Jason back, gonna turn down. Turn down for what? Jason Batt. Followed by the 3 of Norman, the 4 of Carmen, the 21 of Essenberg, the 29 of Marcus Harcrow. Still going to be Jason Batt. We're going to have 12 down this time by and 8 to go. Jason Batt, Norman on the bottom side. Essenberg up on the top side with a solid run in the 3rd position. 2nd position, 3rd position. Batt, Essenberg, Norman, Carmen will run out top 4, but here comes Marcus Harcrow in the 29 machine down on the bottom side. Batt, Essenberg, Norman, Carmen, and Harcrow. 5 laps to go this time by. Jason Batt down on the bottom, right around the tires, down the back straightaway, followed by the 3X of Norman, the 21 of Essenberg. 29 of Harcrow now down on the bottom side, going to try to get up into the top 4. Still going to be Carmen and Cook, and in Harcrow will be your 4th, 5th, and 6th position cars. But it's going to be Jason Batt by a straightaway, half a straightaway. Dustin Mooney in the infield, but moving. Caution. Caution on the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack.
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. I got my special pad down there.
Caution on the racetrack. 9 of Jason Batt is your leader, and in second place is 21E of Alan Essenberg, followed by the 3X of Travis Norman. Tristan Carmen, Cameron Cook rounds out your top 5. Mooney down the back straightaway, has to go to the tail of the field. Batt, Essenberg, Norman, Carmen. Come on, drivers. 1 to go this time by. 16 down, 4 to go in your race. But they'll be getting 1 flag in the air this time. All right, lights are out. Here we go. Jason Batt leads them down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Photo bomb. Batt down on the bottom of the racetrack. Essenberg up on the very top side. Batt down the back straightaway. Followed by Norman, Essenberg, Carmen, Cook, Harkrow now. McSpadden up there. McSpadden has to put on the binders to keep him running into Carmen. 2 flags in the air this time by. Norman right up on the tail of Jason Batt. Essenberg up on the top side. I don't think Jason Batt knows Essenberg's within a mile of him. Essenberg up on the top side, lets the right rear dig into the cushion a little bit. But there's just too much bite down on the bottom of the racetrack and the shorter way around for Jason Batt and the white flag. White flag is out, and we're coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be Jason Batt on the bottom side, Travis Norman, Essenberg, Batt, Essenberg, Norman, Cook, Egbert back up into the top 5. Tristan Carmen. Jason Batt had to work his way through the field, but once he got there, no looking back for the 9 machine of Jason Batt. Jason, the acrobat, working on getting out of the race car. Last time this guy was here, huge ball of flame coming out of turn 4, on fire, destroyed the race car, and now he's back in winner's circle. Jason Batt, y'all give it up. Jason the acrobat and Miss Daphne. So here we are in the winner's circle with Daphne Batt. Daphne, we were going to talk to you. The driver of the junior limited car. Jason, last time okay, first off, we got to keep it short, okay?
How short?
Yeah, like Joe's short. Last time you were here, there's a big ball of flames coming out of 4. How do you go from that to the winner's circle, buddy?
So lots of work. Can I have this? Oh, man. Never give up the microphone. That's rule number 1, Joe. I don't know how short you are, but that's rule number 1. Hey, Man, a lot of people to thank. The Dohertys really helped me get this car back together. Doug Lorenz, even though we were the reason for the caution, me and him together, he bought me a radiator, man. That was awesome. New carburetor, new distributor, all new front end, new bumper. Man, this car's a rocket. JP's got her rolling. Things I don't like, that I changed the driving and the car's fast. Things he says quit trying to put it in my way, so it's all right. I need to thank Design Welding, that's the Dohertys themselves, Speed Secrets, Dirt Defender, Daphne Bat, Nate Miraps, Larry Underwood, buddy, Keith White with Champ One, JP with DMS. Joe Spillman with Spillman Excavating. Man, this car's been fast. I don't know what to say except for let's just keep this thing rolling as fast as we can.
Awesome job. Jason Batt, the driver of the machine. 9 machine. Miss Robin Batt down there. JP Dow, Daphne Batt. Hey, Cornbread, come draw a number, buddy. You're a 50-50 winner. I was going to do it on this side of the pictures, but what is it, buddy?
I ain't done it here.
Oh.
I ain't done it.
50-50 winner. 7038 982 7038.
It's blind. Hey, it's blind as hell.
I'm not blind, I'm just old, dude. 7038. Where you at? 7038. What? That's from our guest section. Factory stocks, aka Bombers. On the pole, the 8-star of Tim Homeyer, and the outside, the 3M of Jason Bogard. Inside, row number 2, the 37, that's my buddy James Schoenrock. And the outside, the 01, John the Grove. Inside, row number 3, the 48 of Mike Land, and the outside, the 25 of Michael Gannett. Inside, row number 4, the 21 of Clint Howard, and the outside, the 47 of Shannon Dulock. Inside, row number 5, the 494 of Dylan Kidwell, and the outside, the 54H of Caden Honeycutt. Inside, row number 6, the 88J of Jeff Blackwood, and the outside, the 17M Christopher Mercer. Inside, row number 7, the 62 of Jacob Pruitt, and the outside, the 45 of William Dean. Inside, row number 8, the 46 of Ty Miracle, and the outside of 0 of Brian Johnson. Inside, row number 9, the 32 Jeffrey McJarkaw, and the outside, the 26 Grant Wallum. Shotgun on the field, the 91 of Joe Fuller. Racing for your factory stocks here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Homeyer, Schoenrock, down the back straightaway. It's going to be Homeyer on the outside, Schoenrock on the inside, the 3M of Jason Bogard. 48 of Mike Land, and the 88, no, the 01, I'm sorry, the 01 of John DeGrove. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Still going to be Homeyer with a little bit of a pushy race car. That's going to make him bobble and weave, and that's going to let Schoenrock get even with him down the back straightaway. Schoenrock on the bottom of the racetrack. A little push in the race car. It's going to push it up a little bit, and that's going to let Homeyer get by this time. It's going to be Homeyer, Schoenrock, Bogard, John DeGrove. Michael Gannett now up on the top side, up in that 5th position, has to check up a little bit so he does not get into the back of John Grove. Going to be Homeyer. 47 of Dulock, big wreck. Driver is okay. Driver is good. Safety gear doing its job. Winner of the 50-50 tickets donated $100 to the Children's Tumor Foundation out of that winning. So thank you, sir, for giving that money up to the Children's Tumor Foundation. Always good to see the helping and giving hands and hearts here at Heart of Texas Speedway. Once again, next week, while we got a little pause for the cause, next week we do have the kids' bicycle races. Bicycle races for the kids next week. Bring your bikes, bring your helmets. Adults, you can't bring your bikes. Well, you can, but you're probably going to get beat by a 12-year-old, so I wouldn't do it. You'll probably pull a hamstring. Dwarf cars, we got dwarf cars next week, so look forward to that here at Heart of Texas Speedway. As always, gates open at 6. Racing starts at 8. Hot laps about 7:30. Little red flag action. Got my buddy Jack. My buddy Jack that usually sits right in front of us, not feeling well, so prayers to him. Hope to see him back out here next week. Always giving the drivers his thoughts. He never holds anything back. But look forward to seeing Jack back here hopefully next week. So get well, buddy. Prayers to you. Miss you here tonight. I believe we are going to get the racetrack cleared. Had a very good race up front between Schoenrock and Homeyer going on. Michael Gannett making his way up from a little deeper in the field. Has that 25 machine rolling pretty good. See, he started 6th. So we'll see once we get back to racing. That's a 26. I believe that is Mr. Woolham, Grant Woolham, our buddy from 281 years ago. So good to see he's okay. Hopefully he can get that machine back together for next week. Big Mike McCarthy out there, Selby Holder, talking to the drivers, letting them know what's up. All right. Got them back up and rolling and going. Duloc in the 47. It's going to be Homeyer in the 8-star, still out front. Homeyer, Schoenrock, Jason Bogard. Homeyer picked up a little push through 1 and 2, and that let him kind of skate up a little bit. They gave Schoenrock a good run down the back straightaway, picked up the short lead there down the back straightaway, but then through 3 and 4, Schoenrock kind of had the same little push going on, and that let Homeyer get back by him in your factory stocks, a.k.a. Bombers. I know. Send your hate mail to Pastor Jim. Trying to get the lineups correct. 2 laps down in this 20-lap feature race. Homeyer in the 8-star, that fine-looking Mr. Don Wilde racecraft. Don't forget, 13th annual Wall of Fame inductees: Morris Wood, Vernon Holder, Glenn Wilson, Billy Webb, Les Jacobs. Sunday, May 29th at 1 p.m. We'll also be racing the All-Star Shootout races at night. Lights are out. Here we go. Green flag. Homeyer, very good run down the back straightaway. Caution, 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 caution. All right, I'm back.
I had no idea it was going to happen.
All right, here we go. Let's get them lined up and let's get them going, David Sisk. Up in the catbird seat, up in the flag stand. Homeyer out front, Schoenrock. Bogart, Michael Gannett. Let's give him one, let's go. Here we go. Tim Homeyer out front, Schoenrock on the bottom side, 3M of Jason Bogart on the top side, 48 of Mike Land in old flipper, 54, Caden Honeycutt. Honeycutt with a good start, gets it up into the fourth position, now down on the bottom of the racetrack, but it's still going to be Homeyer, Schoenrock, Honeycutt, Bogart, 48 of Mike Land, William Dean will be your top six. Schoenrock down on the bottom side, Honeycutt up on the top side. That's for your second and third position. Still going to be Tim Homeyer, Schoenrock, Honeycutt up on the outside, Schoenrock on the bottom side. Homeyer down the back straightaway, Schoenrock, Honeycutt now with a good run, head of steam up on the top side. Up on the cushion, letting the right rear dig. 2 around. Let's back it down to drivers. Dang it. Back it down, drivers. Still going to be Homeyer out front. He's led 112 laps, but only 6 under green flag conditions. Homeyer, Schoenrock, Honeycutt, Land, Bogard. Don't look now, but the 88J of Blackwood up in the top 6, 7. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. 1 to go. Does Schoenrock and Honeycutt have anything for Tim Homeyer? It's going to be hard if they're battling it out for second and third, and Homeyer's just walking away from them. See what they can do. Come on, drivers. Let's get some laps under our belts. We got 6 down. All right, lights are out on the back straightaway. Homeyer with a good start. Schoenrock, another good start. Schoenrock, Homeyer kind of caught Honeycutt sleeping a little bit, but Honeycutt has the momentum up on the top side. Letting the right rear rip the lip. What are we doing? Caution. Debris on the front straightaway. Hurry up, Cornbread. We got a race to run. Step it up. Come on, Cornbread. A little faster. You can do it. Oh. Cornbread. Something came off of somebody's car. It's out of the racetrack now. All right. Cornbread, turn it into second gear. Second gear, son. That's all right. All right, let's go. Single file, they say. Single file restart. The 8, Homeyer, Honeycutt, Schoenrock. Bogard, Land, Blackwood, Dean. Here we go. Factory stocks. Let's get it done, guys. Come on, guys. Tim Homeyer, good start. Schoenrock with a good start down on the bottom side. Honeycutt may have something for Tim Homeyer. I don't think Homeyer knows anybody's within a mile of him. Halfway down, halfway to go, and Honeycutt's your new leader. Up on the top shelf. Let the right rear rip the lip, and now the back straightaway we go. The 54. Caden Honeycutt, followed by the 8-star. 8-star now going to jump to the top side. Going to try to follow the suit of the 54. 54 out of nowhere gets around the 8-star of Homeyer. Rusty head, that's bad for you, buddy. 9 down, 6 to go this time for Caden Honeycutt. Up next would be your Bandit Outlaw sprint cars. Five laps to go for the 54 of Caden Honeycutt, the 8-star of Tim Homeyer, the 37 of Schoenrock, 3 of Jason Bogard, and the 88J of Blackwood up in the top 5. $11 laps down, 4 laps to go for the 54. Caden Honeycutt, 8-star Tim Homeyer, 37 of Schoenrock, 3M of Bogard, and Jeff Blackwood in the 88J. We'll get 2 in the air next time by. 2 laps to go. Two laps to go. White flag will be coming out next for the 54 of Caden Honeycutt. White flag. 54, Caden Honeycutt, Tim Holmeyer, James Schoenrock, Jason Bogart, Jeff Blackwood, Mike Land. Checkered flag, here we go. Factory stock winner, Caden Honeycutt. Honeycutt in the 54H, Tim Holmeyer, Schoenrock, Bogart, Blackwood in the top 5, Mike Land, Dylan Kidwell, Michael Gannett. Caden Honeycutt out of the race car is your factory stock winner. A lot of y'all don't know this car was upside down last week with a different driver in it, and tonight it's in winner's circle. Caden, we'll make this quick so we can get the rest of the show going. But you looked awesome out there, buddy. I don't think Holmeyer knew you or anybody around him.
No, I think I just was able to find the top really early and was able to get up there and make moves before anybody else could find it. So it helped out a lot. This car was good. Just, I don't know. We got some finding with the motor. It's still sputtering a little bit. So otherwise, great race car. Hate that happened at the end of the race. Kind of stupid on my part. But I just thank all my crew, Jay, Hub, for the buying on the car, Matt for all the work he does, and my awesome girlfriend, Waco Towing, Merritt Motorsports, Shipley Motorsports, Jack Stereos, Jack Jenkins, all you awesome race fans. Thank you for coming out every Friday night, and y'all have a great rest of the show the rest of the night.
Awesome. Thank you for being here, buddy. Who's up there on top of the car?
That's awesome. Jaden and Brooklyn. They're gonna take this one to the house for me.
Awesome. Caden Honeycutt, that is your factory stock winner. Once again, that race car was upside down last week on the racetrack. Now it's in the winner's circle. So up next, Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series, the Boss Sprint cars. All right, we'll get the Caden Honeycutt out of the winner's circle, and we'll push off the sprint cars. 15 laps will be the distance for the sprint cars tonight. Outlaw sprint cars now out on the racetrack here. Bandit Outlaw sprint cars. Unlimited cubic inches, 305s, 360s, 410s. Bring what you got. Bring what you run. Run what you run. The 4, Austin Monday on the pole. On the outside, the 19 is Scott Evans. Inside, row number 2, the 6M of Blake Mallory. And the outside, the 3W, Willie Reed. Inside, row number 3, the 6 of Christopher Downson. And the outside, the 72X of DJ Estes. Inside, row number 4, the 91 of Michael Day. And the outside, the 21K of Kobe Simpson. Inside, row number 5, the 5R of John Ricketts. And the outside, the 74E of Claude Estes. Inside, row number 6, 72P of Gary Floyd. And the outside, the 25B of Blaine Baxter. Inside, row number 7, the 7R, that's our friend, our good buddy, Reagan Reed. And the outside, the 72, Colby Estes. Inside, row number 8, 23, Junior Jenkins. And the outside, Shannon Tankersley in the 64. 16 cars, 15 laps around the high banks of Heart of Texas Speedway. Don't forget, next week we do have the kids' bicycle races along with the dwarf cars. 8 p.m. start time next week. Get them 3 or 4 hot laps, get them up underway. Gonna get them back. Double file, 2 by 2. We need you square coming out of 4 drivers. Monday on the pole and the outside, Scott Evans in a 19 machine. Be getting 1 to go at the flag stand. Looks good to me, David. Don't look at me, I have no idea. 4 and a 19, a 6M. 3W. Here we go. Lights are going to go out on the back straightaway. Let's go, drivers. Let's see if we can click off some laps. Here we go. Your Bandit Outlaw Sprint Series, unlimited cubic inches, spec rear tires, and a spec wing, and that's about it. Run what you brung. Monday with a good start, followed by the 19 of Evans, Estes, Monday, followed by Mallory. Willie Reed, the 19 of Scott Evans. Slicing and dicing back through the field for that 4th, 5th, and 6th position. Monday now going to be up on the top side, up on the top shelf. Going to let the right rear rip the lip through the middle of 3 and 4, but watch him go to the top side of 1 and 2. Down the front straightaway now. Made a liar out of me. Let's go to the bottom. Got the 77 around. 72, my apologies. Gary Floyd facing the wrong way. Let's get a push truck over there. Let's go. Bueller. 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 Push truck. Bueller. 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 All right. It's going to be Monday. Mallory, Estes, Reed, and Evans will be your top 5. See if we can get the 72P of Gary Floyd pushed off, I believe. Ugh. Sprint car drivers, the trucks don't turn as sharp as you do. Go straight, get started, then turn. See it every week. There we go. Single file for now. We'll see if they restart them. There we go. Now we're headed in the right direction. Stop. Put it in gear. There we go. Push them off. And we're going. Monday out front, followed by Mallory, Estes. All right, double them up. Out front, it's going to be the 4 of Austin Monday, followed by the 6M of Blake Mallory, 72X DJ Estes, Willie Reed, Scott Evans will round up the top 5. Lights are out. We are going green this time by. Here we go. Monday moves back to the top side, followed by 72 of Estes. Monday, Estes, the 6M of Mallory, Scott Evans, Michael Day to your top 4, 5. Down the back straightaway. Very slick racetrack from top to bottom, glossy slick. Still gonna be Monday. 72 of Estes up and jumps the cushion a little bit. That's gonna let the 3rd place car of 6M Blake Mallory close that gap just a little bit. 23 to the infield. Monday. Estes. M of Mallory, Evans, Michael Day. 8 laps down. Five laps to go this time by for the 4 car of Austin Mundy. Laps down, 3 laps to go this time for the 4 of Austin Monday, followed by the 6M of Blake Mallory, the 72 of DJ Estes, the 19 of Scott Evans, the 91 of Michael Day. 2 flags in the air this time for the 4 car. Four, followed by Mallory, Estes, and Evans, and Michael Day. White flag in the air. Here comes the checker flag. 6. Mallory with the outside pass. Blake Mallory, Austin Monday on the outside. Wow. That's what we come to watch. Up on the outside, Mallory on the last lap, the last corner, gets the win. Oh, he's so fast he goes past the winner circle. We're about to ride out, dude. Blake Mallory out of the race car. That's why we come here tonight. That last lap, last corner pass. We're gonna keep the junior limiteds rolling, trying to keep the moisture down out of this racetrack. Keep these race cars rolling around here so it doesn't slime over. The racetrack, the way it is, as slick as it is, the little bit of moisture on it, if we don't keep it rolled in, it will go away and it'll be nothing but a slime fest. So we'll see if we can keep it rolling or not. "12 laps is the distance. Daphne Bad up on the front row pole into the 10C. Birmingham on the outside. Bad up on the top side. The 10. Three wide down the front straightaway. 10 of Brady Garrett going to lead them down the back straightaway. Garrett followed by the 707 of PJ Egbert, the 75 of Mason Warren, and 11 of Jackie Hefty. Trying to get this race in before the inevitable rain shower comes. Two laps down. 10 of Garrett, 707 of PJ Egbert. Egbert now going, oh! That's going to let the 11 of Jet Hefty out front now. Caution. Caution, caution, caution. What was it? House. We got a lost set of car keys somewhere, so if you find any, bring them up here. We need them. We need the car keys. So if you find any in the restrooms, on the ground, whatever, please get them up here so we can get everybody home. That's going to be it for tonight. We are going to call it rained out from here on out. We will make up, it is a complete show, so we will make up the rest of the features later in the year. We'll figure out when we're going to make those up. So we'll make up these feature races later in the year. So.